What is going on YouTube? Hayden here, and in today's episode, we are going to be looking at XRP, Solana, Ethereum, Bitcoin, VONG, which is the Russell 1000, and the S&P 500. We got a lot to talk about, quite a lot to talk about. I forgot to make a video yesterday. I honestly thought I did make a video yesterday, and then at like 8 o'clock at night, I was like, oh my gosh. But either way, it just allows us to have a little bit more consolidation so we can figure out what the heck is going on. We ended the video 2 days ago, showing you clear sign, here it comes, get ready for the pump. You can see the consolidation taking place. You can see us heading above into consolidative point here. We broke through major resistance and we said, here we go. This is what we're expecting. And if you look at it right now, that is exactly what is taking place. This was the buying opportunity. We said specifically, I have seen this pattern happen time and time again, where the price rallies out, we break through, but we don't have enough steam just yet. We come back to retest support, and then we see the second reversal. We actually see the breakout carry us to the upside. And you can see 3 days of bullish market movements here, 3 days of rebounding off price floor at $2.96, hitting $3.13. Here's the rally. Here's the beginning. Here's the run to the upside. So very excited that we're starting to see this take place here. Maybe we'll form a new indicator, but I do believe we do have some long-term bullish potential right now, and we should be headed to the upside. So with all that being said, smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's get right into today's episode. So guys, before we dive into the technical analysis, as you can see here, 51 neutral on the fear and greed. This is good news in my books, because this, in my mind, means, hey, plenty of room to head to the upside. It also means plenty of room to head to the downside, but we have to take a look at how we've reacted, how we've rallied. Were we in an uptrend and then are consolidating to 50, or were we in a downtrend and then consolidating to 50? Usually in a downtrend, that says, hey, we have enough steam now to head up even higher. And that's kind of where I think we're at right now. Consolidation past 24 hours, nothing's really standing out too much aside from like Cardano Doge. But otherwise, some of these cryptos, even like, what is this? BNB's up 11%. But for the most part, we are consolidating. It's like this slow and steady uptrend, slow and steady movement upwards here. Looks good. I mean, some of them look pretty good, slowly moving upwards. But when we dive into these cryptos, this is what we have to look at. This is what's important. So as you guys know, with XRP, we really have to look at all the cryptos to really gauge an opinion here. I mean, let's just do that real quick. XRP is on the up and up. Solana on the up and up. Ethereum rebounding off support. Bitcoin hitting hitting its high, which we called, and then VONG and the S&P are heading higher, which is insane too. So with XRP, we have this beautiful flagpole up. We have this consolidative symmetrical triangle filling in the gap. As we fill it in, you can see here, looks good if you ask me. Here's the problem. We broke through it and we fell down. That was pretty worrisome. However, we confirmed on several ends conservative confirmations, which is big. We have this 4 hour, the 4 hour charts here in yellow, major resistance, resistance, resistance. Here's the thing, we broke through it. That's what's big. On the daily chart, we broke through both blue and yellow bands on the price ceiling and we headed up. This is good news if you ask me. The fact that we broke through it, to me, is all we need. Even if we're consolidating today, even if we consolidate for several days, doesn't matter, because in my book, this is bullish. And here we are rebounding. I very much so believe we're not going to fall. We're going to head higher because we could have broken through moving average and fell. We didn't do that. So I think we're now going to start to see an ascent. Now, today's Thursday. Tomorrow we could see some movement. It might take till next week before we start to see it, but I do believe we have the potential now for an upwards trajectory to the upside here. I also believe Fed's lowered the interest rates. This is big deal. This came out yesterday here. CNN, Fed, here we go, CNBC. Fed approves quarter-point interest rate cut, and sees 2 more coming this year. That is good news if you ask me. Federal Reserve cuts interest rates for the first time in 2025. The first time. You can see this is all of 2020. Wow. 2023, 2024, 2025 was all rates. No, that ends at 2024. So I don't know what that means. Oh, you can see where he started doing it in 2024. Did he cut rates from 5.375 down to 4.375, and then we haven't had a single rate decline. Wow, look at that. In years, that's crazy. The rates after the market crashed, interest rates to borrow were set at 0.125. And only now in 2020 where it's set to 0.125. That's actually unreal. So here we are exploding to the upside. Clearly a seller's market, not a buyer's market here, but we're starting to crack downwards. So we're going to start to see some descent. That's actually wild to look at that chart. But anywho, what this means is hopefully positive news. We want to see rates drop. And now that we have that news, we should start to see prices move up, because if he's starting to drop interest rates now, it means he's going to continue to drop interest rates. Ideally, that's what everyone's assuming in the future. So we should probably see a positive reaction and XRP move up, hopefully, with that here. And when we see that, we'll obviously take advantage of it on BYDFI, the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I like to use here in the channel. Buy long, sell short, leverage trade, create stop losses, take profits, create trailing stop losses. Everything you'd want is offered on BYDFI, which is why I like them so much. They have a demo trading account for you guys to take advantage of. They have free rewards. Actually, I think they got rid of it for right now. They did. So, oh no, right here, new user rewards up to $8,100 for you guys to take advantage of. Futures events, tons of different opportunities and things. So highly recommend you check out BYDFI. The link is down in the description below for you guys to get some free cryptocurrency with my bonus that I am offering. So definitely check that out. But aside from, BYDFI here, looking at Solana, we're already starting to see the ascent take place now. We had this beautiful ascending fractal filling in the gap, beautifully getting constricted, volume getting tight, prices getting constricted, boom, confirmed closure, exploded to the upside. We're hitting this price ceiling here. I don't know if we're going to break through it. We want to break through this red band that has been acting as quite a bit of resistance for a while. We broke through it. Here's the first time we're coming back up. If we can get it back above this, oh boy, that's going to be phenomenal news. That's going to be very big for Solana. So that's what we're looking for. You can see on the weekly charts here, we don't look half bad. We can see where this was a problem in the past. We're trying to break through that now. If we can close the weekly candle above that, that's good news. That's a good sign that we can start to rebound even higher. But I wouldn't jump into Solana this very second. Let's wait for a confirmation above red band before we start making any crazy decisions. XRP looks good. Ethereum hitting support as well. I very likely think we're going to see a rebound, reversal, and a swing to the upside very soon too. We're in some sort of uptrend. We've been trying to confirm it. Only 2 points of confirmation. Possibly this is the third. If that's the case, we should be able to see us swing to the upside. That's what we're looking for here, and hopefully it comes true, because all the other cryptos look bullish as well. So why not have Ethereum bullish as well too? Like I said, Solana, if it breaches this, could head up. XRP looks like it wants to head up. Ethereum looks like it wants to head up. Bitcoin finally hit its top. We knew this. I mean, guys, hello. It takes time for this to consolidate, but look, we found a bull flag. We said right here, buying opportunity was right here. Look at the rally. I mean, hello. It doesn't get any more obvious than these when we get the opportunities to buy in and hold for long term. This was an easy hold for several days, 8.5% gain. We broke through price ceiling, or we broke through resistance, rallied to the upside. Now we're inside an ascending broadening wedge. Again, this is bullish too. Even if we reject off here, the end game is we break through this blue resistance and rally to the upside, and I very likely think that's what's going to happen here. Now, to wrap things up with volume in the S&P, I mean, I am just blown away by how high we keep going on the S&P and Vanguard, like the Russell 1000. It really is crazy. But we are in this uptrend. I might as well delete these. Clearly not useful, but we are slowly and steadily heading up. I expect soon, either we might do something like this or something like this sooner. But regardless, there is no signs of us slowing down. And it could be like this for several weeks, if not several months at end, which is certainly a good sign. So it's certainly not a buyer's market by any means, but I've just been holding and waiting. Ideally, you could sell off in several. Well, like when we realize there's a top, we could sell off and then buy at the bottom again. But that's if you want to trade around on it. Otherwise, you leave it alone, and we just keep doing so well. So there's a chance we could fall down sooner rather than later. Volume is nearing overbought. It's getting very high up. You can see it here. We're now hitting overbought, but we're not at a resistance just yet. Like, for me, sell off to take profits would be like right here. I very much so believe right around that point would be at a high. That's where we ping pong off and fall every single time. So we haven't hit it yet. We're getting close. We hit it right here, and then we consolidated. We're waiting for that too. 132. Expect to see us pull back down. That might take several weeks. It might be November. It could be the end of 2025. And then coincidentally, right in 2026, we see the sell-off. But Either way, it'll be a very easy buying opportunity. So with that being said, smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.